Hello everyone, I'm Danielle with Trinity Readings. We are doing the Aquarius Weekly Tarotscope. Keep in mind these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you find that the reading doesn't resonate, oh shit, sorry. You can always check your moon, rising, or Venus placements because sometimes those resonate more. And I do offer personal readings. You can get all that information in the description box. Okay, Aquarius. What is the strongest message that is going to come through for you this week? Oh, I love this. Okay, your overall energy is the Anchor card. This represents kind of a lot of emotions maybe coming to the surface, but the Anchor card is also having that ability to ground the emotions and kind of being in this space where it's like you know what to do with these emotions. We are stepping into a Pisces full moon on the 20th. And so that's kind of pushing us. You know, Pisces is that very dreamy energy. Pisces is very depth with emotions. Pisces dreams very deeply. It's also a very spiritual energy. So you might notice a lot of emotions coming up at first. But it's emotions that with this well card that are going to get you to kind of dream bigger, make bigger wishes, and want things with more depth. I love this energy. This is about being in that divine feminine energy. Whether you resonate as masculine or feminine, the divine feminine energy is that of nurturing. It's that of creativity. It's having a dream. It's having a desire. It's having it's being inspired by something and being able to take that time to nurture it. And I feel like that's where you've been. You have really been either nurturing yourself or nurturing a dream. You've really gotten yourself into this beautiful space. And this Owl's card is about um, receiving higher guidance, having a higher understanding, being able to see the bigger perspective. But it's definitely like moving to something more expansive, moving to something with more depth. With the well card, you're moving towards what you're wanting to manifest. Um, it's also a message to that whatever feelings, emotions that you do notice coming to the surface right now, especially those that might feel a little bit heavy, um, by really exploring the depths of those feelings, it's almost like you will be able to, how do I word it? It's kind of like being able to see the situations or the times within your life that you didn't let yourself dream big enough. Does that make sense? Um, like you're moving towards this energy where you're seeing that, you know, yeah, you're manifesting this, you're manifesting this, you're manifesting this, and it's like, oh wow, like there's even more. Like I can have an a relationship with even more depth. This, like, instead of like when you accomplish something, it's like, instead of feeling like, okay, once I've accomplished this is over and done with, it's like you can still go deeper with it. Even like stepping into a relationship, you might even be worried that you and this person will kind of get into this comfortable place, and it's like, where do you go from there? But it's kind of seeing that there's so much more depth to either the relationship that you're in, or you're manifesting a relationship that is even more depth and more fulfillment than you had ever anticipated possible. I feel like overall the message is explore all of these feelings that are coming to the surface, all of these dreams, all of these desires that you have. Um, and instead of just kind of dismissing things because you think, oh, that's not available to me, um, give yourself permission to dream bigger with that. It's a really good energy. I really like it. All right, let's see. Let's see what else comes up for you. Aquarius is usually pretty good about being able to detach from your emotions, not in a bad way. That Pisces energy, water signs energy, they really tap into those emotions, but in the sense that a lot of times they can get lost in them. Aquarius has that ability to, be able to feel the connection of things, but also be able to detach from emotions to where you don't get lost in them. And I feel like you are going to feel more emotional this week than maybe you're used to. But I feel like that's to your benefit. It's going to kind of help you see that there is, like, you can dream bigger. You're moving towards things with more depth, I guess, if that makes sense. All right, what is your energy coming into the week? You have the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, like you've been working towards this goal. That's 2 8s, by the way. You've been working towards this goal. You've had this dream. You've had this desire. I feel like you feel really good about the work that you're doing. About, even if you're in a relationship, I feel you feel really good about the progress. The challenge is the Star card. And again, that's that energy of dreaming bigger. I feel like, especially maybe within your job, within your career, you've gotten yourself to a really good space with this. I feel like you feel good where you're at. But I feel like, there's this underlying desire for something more, for something bigger. In your love life, for those of you who are in a connection, I feel like you feel in a good space with this connection. Or there's a level of predictability in this connection, and there's this need or this desire to kind of have more vulnerability in it. For some of you, you could be single, or you could be disconnected with somebody, and you've been able to kind of shift your focus from this person, from this relationship, and put that energy into something consistent. Keep going. Yeah, with the moon in the recent past, like, that's a lot of deep feelings. That's a very deep longing. And with the King of Swords, I feel like it may be something that you've longed for, that you really wanted. It might be a person for some of you, but I feel like it's like maybe it's been so far away, or it caused so many uncertain feelings, uncertain emotions, that you like analyzed it, like you overanalyzed it, you looked at it in a very logical way. There may be a connection that you have to somebody, you feel this longing for this person, but you've kind of looked at this and felt that this isn't something that's available to you right now. Like, you've almost talked yourself, I don't feel you've talked yourself out of this connection. I feel like you've talked yourself out of getting hopeful for this connection. And you have the king. You have the King and Queen of Swords. This is divine counterparts. You could be connecting to another air sign. You could also be connecting to a water sign. I feel like you and this person still, no matter what is going on with this connection with this person, It's like you and this person both share the same mental space. If you are in a connection with another person, it's kind of like it's almost like it's gotten into a routine. It's gotten into a very predictable energy. Um and there's really not that vulnerability. There's not that emotional depth in this connection right now. It does seem like the masculine energy is still trying to understand something in their past, while the feminine energy is trying to look towards the future. That, I mean, that energy could easily be flipped, but somebody is still trying to understand something from the past or trying to understand their feelings, where the other person um, is trying to keep that focus forward. But I feel like there's still this emotional depth that neither of you are exploring. And again, if this is somebody that you're disconnected to, I feel like you're both still really focused on each other. Um, but you're both trying to, again, like think your way through this. Sorry, myself. There's very strong Pisces energy in here. So again, some of you might be connecting to a Pisces or another air sign. There's also Virgo and Sagittarius in here. Your overall energy is the Five of Wands. There, you are feeling very conflicted about something with the Eight of Swords and the Ten of Wands. It's like there's something you feel closed off to. There's something that you feel overwhelmed by. I feel like there's something that you're wanting to manifest, and you either there's something that you're wanting to manifest, or you're wanting to, or there's been a person that you've been wanting to manifest, and you're seeing too much conflict in this. And I feel like you're trying to move out of that energy. And I feel like you have a lot of emotions coming to the surface this week. I kind of feel like if you have disconnected from somebody, um if you've been trying to forget about somebody, or trying to kind of forget about the connection, I feel like you're going to find that this person is suddenly very much not just in your mind right now, but like emotionally. You're feeling a lot of emotions about this. You might even be having a lot of dreams about this person. But overall, I feel like you're having a lot of feelings come up, having a lot of desire come up. And it's almost like you've tried to kind of talk yourself out of this. I feel like if you're disconnected from somebody, I feel like you do ultimately want a reconciliation with this person. I don't feel like you fully let this connection go. I just feel like you and this person don't seem to be on the same page right now. If you are communicating with each other, if you are connected, it just seems like it's in some kind of routine. It's it's become like very practical. Like there doesn't seem to be a lot of, it's just very comfortable. Like it's in a routine. And I feel like you're both kind of longing for more of that vulnerability, but both of you are trying to figure out how to get that, and you're both kind of looking in different places for it. Um, regardless of where this person is in your life right now, I feel like you really do not want to lose this connection. But there's definitely a very stuck energy to it. It's like there's new inspiration coming in, there's new feelings in, there's a new spark coming in, which is all ultimately really good energy. But I feel like it's like you've been so much in this analytical place for so long. I even feel like you've really worked through a lot of fears, a lot of insecurities, but I feel like in that process, you've also kind of like detached from your emotions, like a pretty big, a lot. Your outcome this week is the Three of Pentacles. So if you're disconnected from this person, this does indicate a reconciliation. This also indicates being in a more comfortable space in this, opening up to emotions more. But I also feel at the same time, it's like it seems like it's very, it should be something that feels very good. It should be something to celebrate. But I feel like because you've kind of disconnected yourself from these kind of uncomfortable emotions for so long, I feel like initially it's going to kind of throw you off a little bit, if that makes sense. Let me get a little bit more. Tell me more about this Seven of Cups. And yeah, it's like this is especially for those of you who are disconnected from somebody. If there has been somebody that you have been longing for, that you have been missing, and you're disconnected from this person, and you have just tried to kind of keep your focus forward, put your focus in on your work, I feel like it's like that dream is still there, that desire is still there. It might not even be like a person or a relationship, but it's just something that you've always wanted. And I feel like you've just kind of talked yourself out of it or tried to put your focus into something else. But that desire for that, it still burns very much. That desire for that person is still there. That dream is still there. And I feel like you're having that desire just like come up like very strongly right now. And I feel like there's still this energy that you feel like it's still not available to you. But it's like you're finding it hard to let go of this desire to manifest it. And it's like this, whether you realize it or not, it's like this. Oh, you have the star twice. This inspiration, this feeling, this pull is coming to you right now for a reason. This might be something that it just wasn't the right timing for it. Or there was just other things that if it's a person, you and this person had to do other things, or you've had to do other things in your life. And I feel like you've worked so hard to shut down this desire for it, or like let go of that longing for it, that now that it's coming back to you, now that you're just feeling that spark, you're feeling that inspiration, this person might even be reaching out to you. Um, and I feel like it's kind of catching you off guard because you've really worked to kind of step yourself out of this energy, but this is coming back to you now because it's divine timing. Like this is where you're meant to acknowledge this and address this and let yourself be vulnerable and let yourself dream, uh, let yourself want something, I guess. Yeah, you've definitely got an opportunity to either, oh, I love this, either reconcile with somebody from your past, um, or move towards more of an emotional connection in a relationship. It's like you have wanted to manifest this for a while, whatever this is, whether this is a person, a dream, whatever this is. And I feel like you've kind of talked yourself out of having the desire for it. And you're getting this opportunity to start manifesting it. If it's a person, you're getting some sort of communication from this person. You're getting from this person the desire to reconcile. I feel like what is being presented to you is this person's truth. If they're coming at you with communication, I feel like you can trust that this is something that, you know, this person wants to go to the next level. I feel like you're both in the position to move this relationship to that level. I feel like it's important for you overall to ask yourself what it is that you want. What kind of depth do you want? What do you value? What feels good to you? Because I think that you're in this space where you're working towards something that you feel proud of, but I feel like you want more and you feel like you deserve more. And I feel like that's what is coming towards you. You just have to let yourself have that desire. Does that make sense? The blockage has been for a purpose. Like, this is something that you wanted, but it was not available to you at that time. Whether it's a person, whatever it is, there was a reason that this was blocked, and it was to help you. If it's a relationship, it was to help you and this person gain a different perspective, to learn something new, to heal something, whatever that may be. If it's not a person, it was delayed. This dream was delayed for you to gain a new perspective on what was important to you, what you value, right? So now this is coming back. This is something that you have tried to talk yourself out of this desire. And so when this comes back around, I do feel it's going to trigger a lot of emotions, but it's telling you that this is coming back around because you're ready for this right now. And you have the pay. Yeah, it's gonna, like, you've kind of blocked yourself off from this, and so this is coming into you very unexpectedly, and your initial instinct is to say, I've already gotten myself in this good space, like I'm not ready to take this on, but I feel like there's a lot more to this than you realize. So let's get you some, like, if this is somebody you've walked away from and you've disconnected from, and you took, it was a long time for you to get over this, and this person comes back and says, hey, I want to reconnect. It's like, you're just like, oh my God, I just spent a year getting over this shit. But I think that regardless, you're in the energy to deal with this right now, regardless of what you want from this moving forward. But I feel like this is something that you've always wanted. I love this. I feel like, especially if this is a person, I feel like this is a soulmate connection, a childhood sweetheart type of connection. This is somebody that you've always held space for, or this is a dream that you have always held on to. This is about really looking deep within yourself and asking yourself what you want, asking yourself how you feel about yourself. The more you understand yourself, the more you understand others around you, the people that are coming towards you. Underneath that, you have this is about finding that lost hope. So take a minute and ask yourself what it is that you really want. If, the life that you're living, is this what feels good to you? Because this, whatever's coming towards you, is something that you've always held space for. It's something that you've always wanted, but I do feel that it makes you feel very vulnerable. It makes you feel like you seem to have everything in control. You seem to be able to manage everything that's coming towards you, and this is something that I feel like you're not really sure how to deal with, and it just kind of takes you out of your comfort zone. But definitely, if this is a relationship, this is a very beautiful, loving connection. All right, I love you guys. Bye bye.